And this is like, if I'm looking irritated, whatever it is, this is real. This is a healing situation, so I'm not finna front. Straight up. This is my story, my truth. So we're gonna go ahead and talk about it. I've been through some childhood trauma, and it pretty much has had my whole life in shambles. It has been a journey. It has been it's not easy to tell your story when your story is a real story. You know, as a child, I experienced some trauma, and being raped at the age of 7 and left for dead in the park truly made me go through some things that other kids probably wouldn't have to go through. But I believe that it made me stronger. And because I went through those things, I felt the need when I was going through my healing. I knew I wasn't the only one that was hurt. I know that my story is millions of women's story. It doesn't matter background. It doesn't matter race. It doesn't matter age.
My mom, when I was about 6 years old, sorry.
That's okay, honey. Just take your time. And we really appreciate you opening up and sharing to help other people, as I know it will.
Went to live with my mum when I was about 6, and I had to witness a lot of things. Like, my mum had been in relationships where, you know, she was physically abused. Like, I would see my mum get hit all the time and just have certain people come in and out of the house and everything. And it wasn't, you know, I didn't grow up in, like, it wasn't private. It was a completely different lifestyle than I was living with my grandmother. Because my grandmother, at least with her, even though she was divorcing my granddad, but she always kept me clean, and she made sure no one came to the house, and it was just a different type of...
About how old were you at that time?
About 6.
Okay.
About 6.
So very formative years.
Yeah, like, I had to see a lot of... I had to sort of be an adult from such a young little age without even realizing it.
It's important that we are our brother's keeper. It's important that we let people know that they're not alone, and there's life after abuse.
My truth is empowering women, uplifting women with the pain that I suffered growing up as a black woman out of Detroit, Michigan, young black mother. And that's my purpose, is to uplift women. I loved everybody but me. Learn to love yourself. If my past can help another woman, that's what I want to do. I want to uplift women. That's my passion.
My truth is, I believe in being liberated, empowered, and innovated. My story is, I grew up in Las Vegas, Nevada, in 22 foster homes, endured sexual abuse, was admitted into a mental institution. My father had molested me when I was 14 and took my virginity, and then I ended up pregnant with a child. It taught me to be strong, that I'm able to overcome any and everything in my life, that I'm a victorious person, and I'm able to empower other people with my life and my story.
I was a pastor's wife, you know, the whole stigma of being in church and being a church God-fearing woman, and married to a pastor, and going through that, and we tend to put the men of God up on a pedestal and not realizing they are just men also. So through that marriage, dealing with abuse and abandonment, those were the major traumas that I dealt with, and it followed me, you know, throughout my life. And also because I didn't have that, I was a daddyless daughter. I had my father and my mother in my life, but he was emotionally unavailable. So I was looking for that love that I didn't get from him in men. And, you know, through those relationships were very traumatic. But, you know, the abandonment, it really scarred me. Like, in major ways. How could you like be with someone for 7 years and then boom, all of a sudden you're gone? Well, you don't fall out of love overnight, you know. So like what happened? You're left with so many questions and no closure. Like, what am I supposed to do now? You know, what it taught me is I have to stand on my own 2 feet. So that's what I tell my daughters now. You don't depend on anyone but God and the ability and the knowledge that He gives you to obtain wealth.
The reason why women empowerment is important to me is because it's all about helping impact that next generation to understand what their potential, their purpose, and their passion is. If we can tap in to help other women like myself to understand this, we can change the world and we can reach many, one person at a time.
This is a beat, addicts beat. I'm eating white beat,
Keep your head up, even though I know you're fed up in life. Be throwing your punches, but you still gotta get up and fight. They low blows, but look, don't let it get you. Cause God, He got a plan, but Satan be trying to get you. I know you feel you're seeking, but folk come to get you. Don't worry about the now, think up the bigger picture. Stay woke and stay focused. Don't let little stuff get you. Don't be scared of the devil when you can square up with. I stand tall, don't fall, I'm a champion. I stand tall, I won't fall, I'm a champion. I stand tall, I won't fall, I'm a champion. Say I'm a champion, say I'm a champion. I stand tall, I won't fall. Hello, hello, hello. Watch this, watch this. Boom. Hey y'all, what up though? What up though? It's your girl Miss Lyric, aka the Beautiful Beast, and it is Monday, honey. It is Mommy Makeover Monday, My Mental Health Matters Monday. We are back. It is Monday. What's popping? What's happening? Y'all already know. So if you've been tapping in, you already know that you get to see another beautiful beast. I'm about to bring her up right now. Oh my God, I've missed this smiling face. Hey, girl. What's happening, sister?
Hey, sister. How are you?
I am amazing. I'm blessed. You know, magnificent over here. How you been?
I've been good. Just managing and maintaining, you know.
Yeah, yes, and getting mommies together. What you been up to, girl? First of all, hold on.
What's that?
Introduce yourself just in case they don't know who.
Okay. Hello, everyone. Happy Mommy Mondays, My Mental Health Matters Mondays. My name is Ashley CORBETT, and I am a maternal mental health coach, aka some people call me the mom whisperer. I'm also a clinical therapist, and I am the CEO and founder of Conquering You LLC and the creator of the Mommy Mental Makeover program. That's my intro.
Yes. And she is super amazing and dope. And like you guys, I'm telling you right now, y'all better tap in while you can, because listen, things are changing around these parts. But the ultimate goal is that we have been coming here Mondays for a couple months now, tapping in and checking on your mental health. And things, it's just so many amazing things. Ashley and I have not even been able to talk, so sis, we're gonna have to like talk.
Yes.
I have so much news. Like God has really, really, truly been blessing in order to make sure that people are in position for the vision. So God has truly been pouring some amazing blessings and resources into She Empowerment. And, you know, we are super excited. Yes, yes, yes.
Hercules, Hercules, praise the Lord. Hallelujah.
Honey. You know, it's one thing, you know, one thing for me, right? I really got into this, and that's why I just really want to get people to understand like what manifestation is like, man. Sometimes you have to be praying and speaking for years before something happens, but we never give up. You know, you can get a little mentally tired when you're going through so many things and so many obstacles and hurdles that you still have to continue to get over. You know, that's why I'm so excited. I've been working on my healing journal to help people throughout their healing process. And it's just pretty much busting it down how it went for me. I felt like Lyric give them a map, you know, give everybody's mapping out businesses, right? We teaching you how to make money. Listen, I could teach you how to make so much bread. That doesn't matter. If your mind is not together, okay, you out here, you'll never really get things accomplished, and you'll be on that hamster wheel. And with She Empowerment, with bringing the Ultimate Makeover campaign, when you know the vision started and really got turned up through COVID, was God just really been putting on me about, you know, depression and in the state of mind of women. At first we started with women, and then it's men, and now there are, you know, children and young people that's joining us on this mission. I'm very, very, very excited that so many people are pitching in order to help, right, with the mind, in order to provide resources for moms and all of these great things. So I'm super amped and excited about what God has been doing behind closed doors. My phone is ringing with awesome, amazing, jaw-dropping news just about every day.
That's incredible. I'm so, so proud of you. Oh my goodness, just to hear about all these wonderful things that have like been that's manifested, that's coming to fruition after you just being patient and just waiting. You know, it takes a lot to be patient and to wait for your time. And I know we want that instant gratification, but listen, when the thing is supposed to be big, it takes a while. Like, think about elephants. How long does it take for them to carry that one baby? Come on, because they are birthing something big. So don't get upset about the time. I'm speaking to myself too.
Listen, that might be the topic, sis, because it's so many, you know, so many people, so many visionaries, especially, you know, God to give you a vision. You have a company, you have a passion. You out there grinding and getting doors shut in your face and no. It's like the Destiny Child. You been saying no. Like that's all I'm hearing out here. Like why, when all I'm doing is the right thing? Why are all of these challenges and obstacles coming against me? And how do I overcome those hurdles? Right? How do I stay sane during times where I feel like I want to rip my hair off and pull patches of hair out, like snatch the wig off and all of that, because it's entirely too much going on. So let's go ahead. Let's give them some advice, because I know I ain't the only one.
Well, no, yeah, you're absolutely right. Like I would say, you know, you got to figure out what your foundation is. Like groundedness is important. Like at the end of the day, what gives you a sense of peace? Where can you go where you can reset? Like where can you go when you tap into an energy that just feels right? Like when I was younger, and I'm talking about when I was a younger woman, right, in my 20s, and I was dating, I would get so frustrated because I knew I was supposed to be a wife, right? And so when things in my relationship didn't go right, guess what I would do? I would go to my mama house, right? And and going back to my mama house reminded me of who I was, because I would get so lost in these relationships because I would be playing house in my early 20s, right? I was playing house in these boyfriend girlfriend relationships, and I was already a mom at the time, but I really knew that I wanted to have a family. I wanted it to be whole, and I wanted to be married and to be a wife and mother, right? And so when I got into these relationships that failed, that caused me to experience depression and anxiety, I will always go back to home base. And then I would regain my energy. I would regain my sense of humor. I would, just be my fun, vibrant self, because that's who I can truly be myself around. I was no longer performing to actually fill a role that the person wasn't even meant to, okay, to have or acquire. All right. They didn't deserve those benefits. They didn't deserve me at that elevated level. Okay. But I figured out, like, that's where I used to go so that I could get recharged and I could get back to who I truly was at the core. Now, as time went on, I began to grow stronger in my faith. And so I've always been a young woman of God, right? I've always worshiped and prayed, always had a strong spiritual background. But I noticed that you can't put your trust in man. Like, I learned that in my younger adult years. Like, you need to be able to put your trust in the Most High. And so what ended up happening for me is I stopped going to my mama's house. I started to get grounded in the word of God. I started to read scripture. I started to pray more. I started to get connected more. And so whenever I would feel a sense of depletion, whenever I would feel like I'm just waiting and ain't nothing happening for me. And I've been praying and I've been, sending up these prayers, but I don't feel like it's getting no response. I had to go to the word, because that helped me gain strength, right? It helped. I would go outside, put my feet in the grass, get grounded, and I would talk to the Most High. I would go to the beach in Jamaica, and I would stand in the water, and I would pray. Like, whatever I needed to experience nature. I needed to feel or witness the wonders of the Most High, so that I can see what I needed to do. And if he told me to wait, that's what I needed to do. If I needed to be quiet, that's what I needed to do. If I needed to speak up and I needed to move forward and be bold, paid attention. So it really just depends on what helps you to be your true core self. For me, I have to have guidance and direction. And so what I learned is having a coach helps me to get back to that core self of, I know I need guidance and direction in order for me to tap into who I'm supposed to be. So whenever things are kind of like not going my way, I go to the guidance and the direction of the word. And that helps me to say, okay, whether to stop, whether to go, whether to yield, move a little slow. But I realize that it's a bigger picture. There's something even more grand and so much more great that I can't even see. And once you realize who you are at your core, I'm a faithful woman. That's who I am. I'm a loyal person. And when it comes to faithfulness and when it comes to showing up, I got to do it, because I'm not doing it just for myself. I know I'm doing it for a bigger purpose. So things do get tough. You get motivated. You get inspired. You're like ready to go. You have all the steam behind you, and you going, but it's seeming like you're not getting to your destination quick enough. You do kind of lose a bit steam, and you begin to question whether or not I'm on the right path. You begin to wonder, is this all for nothing? But if you keep the faith and you keep moving forward, God ain't gonna steer you wrong, right? He gonna give you a little people. He's gonna send people to you to say you're doing a good job. Sometimes that's all you need is for somebody to give you a little word of affirmation. You're doing a good job, girl. You doing a good job. You know what I mean? Yeah. And so you're like, I'm doing a good job. Let me keep on going. And sometimes that's just the dose that you need so that you can move forward. Because if you're doing it, it is for a purpose. God wouldn't put, the Most High wouldn't put anything inside of you and then get you all fired up and compassionate about it, make you go through some of the difficult things just so you could get the lesson, so it could just be cut off.
Right.
Also, sometimes, like, the Most High wants us to be happy. He really does. He loves us, right? Sometimes it's our choices that cause the unhappiness.
Yes.
And so we got to take accountability for that.
Absolutely. Absolutely. A lot of times we don't. You know, it's like so much happens and we don't want to be accountable. A lot of times you just want to, you know, play the blame game, because it's easier to say, I didn't get that done because, you know, I have to be a mom. I didn't finish my dream because I didn't open the business because, and if such and such would have happened, I would have, and blah, 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 blah. It's all I hear. I sound like Trina, right? It's all I hear. Like, do not, if you do not make it your plan and your responsibility to be who you are supposed to be, nobody ever is. They are always going to hate on you. They are always going to stop you. It's always going to be an obstacle. It's always going to be a million hurdles, especially if it's something amazing or something that's going to help change somebody's life. So like the more, or I guess maybe the bigger that your vision is, the more obstacles that you will go through. I am a witness. I am a super witness to that, but I'm also a witness to endurance. You know, the race is not given to the quick nor the swift, but the one that endures to the end. You feel me? You have to stand, just as Ashley said. You have to stand. And while you're standing, if nobody comes in cheerleads for you, you got to know how to be that one to cheer yourself. Sometimes you got to step out of you, right? And look at you, right? And say, girl, I'm proud of you. I see you. Because listen, if nobody else knows, you know, right? So like people can look at me from the outside and they have, you know, their views, you know, people can say, you know, whatever they feel, right? But I've been in this body as long as God has put me on this earth, right? So I know what I've done, what I have not, what I could do, what I think of doing, that I don't do. You know what I mean? So I used to be a person that condemned myself so heavy because, you know, being a perfectionist and a Leo, I think that we're born perfectionists. You can be a little hard on yourself, right?
It's true.
And, and with that being said, I was not patting myself on the back when I was for my small wins. I was not celebrating, right? Because I'm like, yo, that ain't it. That's not what I seen. That's not the dream, though. That's not the vision. That's not what God showed me. God, like, yo, the vision gonna happen in 10 years. But right now, in year number 2, you feel me? You got 8 more years before that's gonna happen. Year number 2, I need you to perfect this, and this. So when year number 7 comes, right, and you're faced with this, and that, I taught you in year number 2 how to handle year number 7. People have to understand it's a process.
Yeah.
Healing is a process. You know, mental health is a process. You're not going to get a therapist and tomorrow you're there. It's a process. And I know that we're in this microwave society. I know that everybody wants everything in an Instagram post, a short reel. I know y'all want these blessings and healings. And I know y'all want y'all business to blow up in 2.2, 15 seconds, however long the TikTok videos, you know. But listen, y'all, you have to be ready for whatever. And that means if it happens in a snap, or if it's something that you have to stand the test of time on. But the main thing that you have to learn how to do in your waiting season is still celebrate, still find your happy times, still find the times to enjoy you. So hey, maybe you can't go to Jamaica. Decorate your house like Jamaica and go there in your head, and then you'll look up and be in Jamaica. Cause somebody will be them popped up out of the blue. Cause you like, I don't have the money right now. But gotta have somebody right over here with a trip to Jamaica, right for you. That's the part of faith. Faith in it till you make it. That's the part of, staying on your mark, staying on course of the vision. Would you agree with that, Ashley?
Absolutely. When you said so during quarantine, COVID, and all of that stuff, like my husband, we love going to Jamaica. But guess what? For his birthday, I brought Jamaica home to him. Okay, during the pandemic where everybody was isolated, I was like, because at the end of the day, we still want the feels of it, right? Sometimes, because as we're human, right, we get super tied to the emotionality of things, right? We're so emotional, and it has to mean something for us, and so that's why manifestation is so important and so prevalent, right? Because it gives you a good feeling. You start believing it, and when you believe that this thing can happen, you feel good about it. And manifestation is wonderful. I'm a manifesting generator, right? That's my human design. I'm the type of person who, when I think and envision something, then I am going to work to make it happen so that it is materialized. And I know that I got the most high support with it because he wouldn't have given it to me, right? The thing is, though, when we want to manifest something, the thing that we don't have control over is time. And so when we have to get into a space where there is a process, what has to happen is we have to mentally prepare ourselves to undergo the process. When you're manifesting something, it has to happen, but we don't know when it's going to happen. So what do you do when you are waiting for that win? You are celebrating that other win. So the big win is the manifestation. The small wins are the things that you notice that are in alignment with your life that are happening to lead up to that big win of manifestation. So how do you begin to get to a place of just peace with it, right? Well, you work while you wait. You work while you wait. You continue to build. You continue to perfect those things. As Lyric was saying, like, you got to, those things that you learn in year 2, begin to perfect it, or at least figure out what the strengths are, what the limitations are, and then see if it's something that is going to sustain you in the coming years. This is all trial. You are building first a prototype. It's not the end result. I want you to know that. You are not even the end result. You don't even know who you were meant to become. You're still in the stages of development. Okay. And so I want you to understand that, it is okay that it hasn't happened yet. You are on the path to it happening. And then guess what? It may be even bigger and even better than what you even imagined. So that's what I have to speak on the matter. Being patient, everybody says it's a virtue. It's also a fruit of the spirit. And remember, when we talk about fruit, what is the process? Did you think about how it started out as a seed? That seed just got potential in it. It didn't even go through the planting and the germinating, right? The watering and the sunlight. No, you know what I mean? The crushing and all of it. We didn't even go through that process yet. All we see is this beautiful fruit. And we talk about the seed of the beginning stages, but you don't even know what it's going to be when you just look at the seed. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, you don't even know how. And when I say what it's going to be, you don't know how large it's going to be or any of that. It could be small, it could be big. So fact of the matter is, in order to maintain and manage our mental health and not become anxious, not become worried and overwhelmed with the why isn't this happening, and what am I even doing this for? Take some consolation in knowing that you're further than where you are when you started. And those are the wins that you want to celebrate. that you have been able to develop into a more mature version of yourself so that you can walk into the next version of yourself and everybody else that's connected to you for you to support and for you to help. Uh-oh, can't hear you. It's okay. Listen, Facebook was messing with me earlier today.
All right, guys, listen, we'll be right back after these messages. One moment.
There you go.
What up, though? It's your girl, Miss Lyric, aka The Beautiful Beast, and I'm out here in these streets, all up in people's business. And I have one of the most magnificent couples with me today, boss couples out here changing people's lives and making a difference. So I'm just gonna go ahead and go into it. Can you let my people know who you are and what you do?
Yes. Hello, I'm Miss V. I help people start fashion business. I also supply inventory for people that have boutiques, people that already have a business, and I also help people become U.S. vendors. And I mentor a lot of people in my group as a whole.
Awesome.
Hi, this is Mr. Cleo Asante, and very happy to be here trying to talk about this business. All we into is fashion business. I'm the international fashion coordinator. Anything about fashion is what I do, and we help people start their own businesses, help them with inventory, and as well as funding for their businesses if they do not have capital. And we will train you for you to be able to know how to start, how to make good profits, and how to do some marketing for your business too. So that's all we do. We help people start their own business.
What's up, you all? It is Miss V with that quality, baby. This is Miss V. Stay tuned to the show.
All right, all right, all right. Shout out to Miss V's Got Fashion, my hair sponsor. Honey, I had to go ahead. It is Women's Month, and I am saluting women all month, you feel me? So I had to give Miss V a shout out on our break, okay? And we're back. I couldn't get that audio together, but we're back. You can hear me?
Yes, we can.
Awesome sauce, awesome sauce. So I mean, like, again, I'm super excited about just healing, right?
Mm-hmm.
I have some projects in April that I'm like one of the things that was happening where I kind of got distracted, I have to be honest, like, 'cause my phone is going off. And I had my documentary, I have a special piece that I cut out for Women's Month and for April, which is Sexual Abuse Awareness Month. So I decided, Lyric, this is the time to go ahead and fully release your story, right? So as I'm helping others get their stories out, that's beautiful. And what inspired me to help others get their stories out was that particular piece. So what I'll be doing is I'll be going on a healing tour, and it will be in April and May.
Yeah. Celebrate. That's amazing.
Listen, sis, like I'm so excited. I got a movie premiere this weekend, so I have literally been like, just so many things going on with the movie, but it all kicked off because of the documentary that I've done, and it's one of the most raw, real things I've ever done. I've had to go through some trials in order to release this project, because yet this project is a very, very huge project. I feel it's huge because it's real, raw, and I don't know how to explain it, but you're just gonna have to watch it. And if you have been through any type of trauma in your life, you will appreciate this like no other. I'm gonna tell you right now, it's definitely going to make you think. It's definitely going to open. It's going to open you. So I definitely don't want. It's like I want to give the warning, because the warning is I'm coming for your healing. I'm coming for you to get right. I'm not coming to play with you. So that's why you get in this raw project. Of course, I could have edited it down. I could have took the things out that did not make me look good. I could have took the things out that that would have been a great Netflix worthy project. However, God told me to keep it authentic and keep it 100%. So with some things that I'm sharing in this documentary, and I share it wholeheartedly and authentic, my truth, in order to let anyone know. I don't care what it is. If you feel that the things that you've been through is worse than me, or if you feel that the things that you're going through is not, you might look at my story and you might say, oh my God, my life is not that bad. And you might appreciate yours. Or you might look at my story and you might say, yo, she been through a lot just like me. Or you might look at my story and say, I can respect her for opening up, and that those are literally been the things that I've been getting. So what I'm looking to do in the month of April is I'm looking to have 22 women, right? Because I feel like 22 is a good year. So I feel like 22 is a good number. But I would like 22 women to watch this documentary with me in a private setting, right? And it will be virtual. And I want to have you go on this healing journey with me, right? And almost like a focus group. I want to see, before I release it to the masses, right? How someone that has been affected by trauma receives it. Does it make you want to heal? Does it, what does it do to you when you do that? And those 22 women, I'm going to also give the my I guess my PDF version of my book of my journal. But if you want it in person, it'll be a discounted rate, right? But I just want to help people heal. So I will definitely be doing that, and I definitely will be bringing you in on that, because I know trauma is your expertise, and helping women overcome those type of hurdles. But I am releasing the project. I am excited about it. I have people requesting that I bring it, and that this network wants it and that network wants it, and it's already starting to run. So it was on Blab TV tonight. My godmama Shanita Wiggins Winder, she put me on her magnificent show, and I'm here. I'm here for it. I'm here to help you heal, man. I'm here to help you on your journey. And I've gathered some amazing women, and such as Ashley, to help you on your healing journey. And that's what I'm really excited about. I'm excited about April. I'm excited about just really kicking off this healing tour with, my documentary, and just really, going into real raw healing and getting resources. So I'm super excited about that.
Yes. Oh my goodness. This is mind blowing to see how all of this is unfolding for you. It's mind blowing.
Yeah.
I am so extremely proud of you.
I
It's your
am.
time, girl. It's your time.
Girl, listen, I remember when I called you, like when I was completing this, it had to be a year ago. This is why I tell people healing don't happen overnight.
Nope.
Healing don't happen overnight, baby. So if you going through it, you gonna get through it. Just keep on pressing.
Yeah.
Believe it. Keep speaking life. Don't listen to the negative voices. Don't listen to the negative people. You have to combat that. And the only way that I've been able to stay sane is doing those things, listening to good music, listening to good people, surrounding myself with people. I had people that couldn't understand me. I love them dearly as people, but they don't get me. So I can't fool with that right now. It's not that I don't love them, but I love me, right? And when you healing, man, God first, you second, period. And everybody else got to get in where they fall in based on word, right?
Yeah.
But God first, then you. Because if you no good, nobody no good.
Nope.
Nobody no good. So Lyric had to make sure Lyric good. And since Lyric, is good, and I'm still on my journey because it's sport, it never stops to me. I feel that what I've healed from, I can help people heal from as well.
Absolutely.
And because I did it, it's like somebody going cold turkey. It's like the way that I heal, you know what I mean? I did everything. I did everything. Like I did everything because I was desperate. You hear me? I was desperate. I was tired, man. I was tired of feeling like garbage and acting like I was cool. I was tired. And I had to say to myself, hey, everybody else think you good, but you know better. Handle that.
Yeah.
Handle that ASAP. And that's what the mission is. And that's why I can be the type of person I am. I don't have any jealousy in my, like, people don't understand all of that stuff be tied to childhood stuff. Like if you don't leave stuff where it's at, you done been offended by your cousin when you was 8, you still holding on to that. Because everything is still, you still a child. You ain't grew up yet. You know? And I tell people, because there's so many grown girls walking around here pretending to be queens, 6, 7, 8 figures, they making bread. But they mental health, what that hit for, sis, you ain't good. You ain't good at all. So I'm coming for you too, boo. I'm here to let you know. It ain't, you can have all the money in the bank and in several Swiss accounts, honey. But if you don't have that mind, that mental bank together, and not the play bank, not the one that gets you millions of followers, because people are so fickle and they're so easy to follow anybody right now. You know what I'm saying? A monkey can come out with the new whatever, and it's gonna be like, yeah, the monkey. It's like everybody's gonna follow whatever the trend is without even thinking about what they're following, because of how these algorithms are now. It's getting even more.
Yeah. First, I want to say thank you for allowing me to be a part of your journey. It is an honor and an absolute pleasure to be a part of anything connected to you, because you are just an amazing person and you are super anointed in what you're doing. I do remember our conversation, and I'm just over here just like, in the inside, like, look at her. And every time you post something like, this is what's happening with me, this, I'm like, you better go. Because I'm really genuinely proud of you and excited for you, and to see how all of this stuff, I already knew that you were an artistic beast. I'm just sitting back waiting, like, what's she doing next? And I'm sure the people that love you and that you've surrounded yourself with are just as giddy and excited and just like, man, that girl is something else. What else is going on? You're always moving. And you want to know what's so crazy? I thought about you earlier today. Like, it wasn't even related to us doing the live together. It was like, I think I was tired, and I said, man, Lyric, she be on the internet at 4 o'clock in the morning, and then be up at 7 a.m. in the morning. I'm like, what am I doing? Okay. Girl, we can't go to sleep. Okay. And you get what I'm saying? So I'm like, you inspire people in different ways. And so it may be for one person healing. For another person, it may be, music. For another person, it may be being a boss and how you move. For another person, it's your work ethic. It just, you have the ability to positively influence people in a lot of different facets, right? And so I am saluting you. I give you your flowers now. You are an amazing, absolutely phenomenal and wonderful person. And I'm just really excited to be able to support you, to be your cheerleader, and to be your sister. It's just a pleasure. And I'm really, really happy for you. I really am.
Absolutely, man. The same here, sis. I'm just grateful for all of the jewels and all of the gems and all of the beautiful relationships that God has blessed me with. Our relationship was birthed in the pandemic, and it's a very, very strong one, and I appreciate God for putting you in my life, because, it has truly, opened, like, I felt like you help me to deal with my mommy. Like, when I, like, it's Lyric masters so many other things, but the mommy thing, I'm like, yo, how? I'm 70,000 years old, and here I am trying to be a mom, okay, and trying to figure it out. I got time to figure out being a mom. Are you serious? And literally, it's like, I think of things. It's like my mommy, my power hour. You feel me? My power. I'm definitely gonna get that in. I had a little longer one today, and just when I'm doing things, and every mom that I talk to, I'm like, I feel like, yo, you need to talk to that. Because it's very important, that you know who you are as a woman, right? Before being a mom, you were a woman, and you always, have taught me that, and I feel that it's strengthened me even since I've been with She Empowerment. I feel like you definitely are a godsend. And a lot of times, even when other people are asking questions, right, it definitely powers me in order to be a better leader. And I am just excited for this mission. I'm excited for the new levels. I'm excited that everything that God said is happening, and then some. These stuff He said that I'm like, that door? But okay, listen. I feel like the price is right. Like, I want to go for the showcases, like when you did, and then you like $10.
Yeah.
You're like, I'll get all of that.
Oh my God.
Yeah, all of this. Are you serious?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Like, that's what it's about. It's Women's Month. I wanted to just celebrate, our wins. I wanted to celebrate each other, so that's all today's about: loving on you, you know what I mean? And just loving on our listeners, our followers. I next month we coming back, like, y'all. I got some speakers. We got some people that's gonna be coming in with us, and we're gonna break down some different conversations. I have some moms that's like, yo, April and May is a lot better for me. So some people that wanted to come on this month, so everything comes around full circle. So
Yes.
when we get into the healing, we got some people that's ready to come in and talk about it and talk. I'm not the only one to heal, y'all. I got some other sisters that's coming to the table that got that. They done been there, done it, and are magnificent, awesome, awesome, awesome. They say birds of a feather flock together. You feel me? So listen, I got some sisters that have been through some things and that are here, honey. On some levels, God has elevated them, and they give God honor.
Absolutely.
Don't take no credit. But oh my God, you be like, God, you did that. So I'm excited about healing season,
Yes.
I'm excited about it. I'm excited about the stories. I'm excited about the Mondays. I'm excited about just everything that's coming to fruition, all of the God things. And in spite of what's going on in the world, God is still faithful. God is still true.
You took the words right out of my head. I was like, He is faithful.
His
love is everlasting and
understand it. You better understand. Y'all better understand. Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not to your own understanding, and all thy ways acknowledge Him, and He will direct your path. I'm telling you. This tattoo I got, I'm telling you, says trust God. First scripture that I remembered. Only because of God. I tell you, and I say these things when I quote scriptures, these are God given. God taught me this. Not no preachers, because I wasn't listening to them. I was hurt by them. So whatever I know because God taught me. So this is very important. I had to put it. It was so important. I kept hearing that thing in my head. I said, let me tattoo this on me so I can look at it. Anytime I go to do wrong, I got to look to the right and be like, I'm telling you, whatever you got to do to get through, baby, you better do it. This journey, I tell you, this journey is real for me. I did not get over here to get on God's side and become play.
That's right.
I don't do the. My assignment is very much understood, and on steroids. On steroids.
Yes. Tell the people that you know.
It's time. It's time. I'm excited about it, and nothing can stop me but God.
That's right. You got Him behind you.
Yeah. In front.
He's more than the whole world.
And side to side, baby. You got
all around you.
All around. All around. All around. He is for me.
Look, remember that old song we sing? He's all over me and keeping me alive. He's all over me. Keeping me alive. You gotta break it down. He's in the front, in the back, on the left, right, underneath, over me, and he's giving down the side, right? He's living down inside. Yes. Our ancestors, they knew how to instill joy. The first scripture I actually learned was that really spoke to me was weeping may endure for a night, but joy cometh in the morning. And that was because I was going through a dark time. So it was like this pillar scripture that I knew that I was going to go through something. I was going to have dark moments, but God will always show me that the morning does come, that He will show up. He is the light. Come on. And He is the morning for me. So that's how I'm, and so I strive to help people understand what darkness look like, what it feels like, and what is happening. But I let them know that it's going to be morning for them. You're going to experience that light again. It's just that it's a process. What do you need to learn in this? How are you going to endure it? Because it is a test, right? And so I love how everybody has like certain scriptures and certain principles, or certain scriptures that are tied to principles for them, so that they live their lives on. And I think it'll be interesting to find out, like, what is that crux scripture? Like, what was the first scripture that really meant something real to you? You know what I mean? That informed the rest of your life. The other one, so I have a lot of them, but like that one right there really brought me closer to the Most High. So
Yes. Like, listen, when you have your moment, it's like meeting the love of your life. It's like you never forget. It's so many things that I remember about God. Like, and when I sit and I reminisce, I'm like, wow. And I speak very openly, because that's my position. Like, I don't like, I'm not the one to book. If you don't want to hear about God, book somebody else. Like, I'm just really not the one, because I don't have anything else to talk about. I don't. My mission is my mission. I'm here to do what I'm here to do, and I'm going to keep it positive, and I'm going to try to make somebody feel good about themselves, and try to convince them that their life can be better every day of my life.
Absolutely.
That's what I'm supposed to do. So, sis. So, like, if you don't want to hear about God, I bet it wouldn't be wise to book nobody with a hashtag is God for me.
You be killing me when you do that smile.
Like, they were like, well, I don't know how to take that. You know exactly how to take it. All right.
I love spending time with you here up on the internet. Okay, I love spending time with you. This is one of the lives that have been kind of like more chill, laid back. Like, let's just talk a little bit, because normally, I feel like I gotta be activated, but sometimes it don't cause for all of that. It's just about taking it in and just really looking at the growth, looking at the time that was spent, how things have come along. You asked me, did I have anything coming up? And I was like, no, but then I thought about it. I do have some things coming up.
I know you do.
Yeah. So Yale, I partner with Yale University School of Medicine. Well, it's the School of Public Health now. And so I'm going to be partnering with them some more. So like I'm just like helping them to expand their national program, and of course, and then I'm going to be attending some women empowerment conferences, and I'm going to be an exhibitor at another conference, a virtual conference for a mama's movement. So I do have some things going on. Yeah. And so I'm debating about writing a book because I have a story to tell. Everybody has a story to tell. But I think it's going to be more like a guide to helping mamas with their mental health. I was looking on Amazon and Barnes, and I was looking for books like who is helping moms with it, not the, not in the perinatal phase, not the postpartum phase, but like genuinely you parenting, and it ain't nobody. So I guess it got to be me.
It's you.
Right?
It's you, oh Lord.
Right.
Write that book.
Right. So I don't know how long it's gonna take, but I'm not worried about it. I know it's gonna be good, and it's gonna help save lives. It's gonna help mamas heal, and it's gonna help them improve their lives, because of course we share the same mission of like improving your life. Like, depression is curable. Okay, it is not a life sentence. Anxiety can be managed, right? Overwhelm can be resolved. And so at the beginning of our live, I told y'all like my titles, but you don't really know what I do, right? I am not just a coach, and a therapist, but I teach you. I am a teacher. I'm an instructor. I coach you. I guide you. I inform you and instruct you on how to have the tools and the strategies, the tips that are necessary in order to transform your life so that you can heal from depression. Whether you've been dealing with it since you were a child up into womanhood, or whether you just realized 2 weeks ago that you've been experiencing a depressed mood. I help mamas heal that. And I help mamas with the anxiety and learning how to manage their symptoms if this is something that they've had for quite a while. You may have tried to use medication. You may have even had talk therapy, but coaching is a bit different, right? And I also help you with that overwhelm. How can you maintain order or get that control that you need so you can have a peace of mind and feel like things are moving forward for you? Like, that is how I help mothers. In every space that you have to show up, I am there to give you the strategy so that it can be conducive to what your goals are for yourself as a mama, as a woman, right? And so that's important that I shared that with you, because I can say I'm a maternal mental health coach all day and I'm a therapist, but to really know like my superpower, you've got to know that I help moms heal. I am a mama heal her. Okay. And so in that capacity is the way that I've been ordained to serve or assigned to serve. And my mamas get great results. And half the time, when they get results super fast, like accelerated results, I be like, we ain't done yet. The program ain't over, but they're like, I'm fine, girl. I'm this and I'm that, and I'm just like, okay. And I just have to take that. Like you said, I got to take, that's a victory right there. It doesn't matter that she didn't go all the way she experienced a breakthrough transformation. And now she's at the point where she's like, my life is different. I've made the decisions. I've made the turnaround. I feel better. And I'm like, whoa, maybe I, miscalculated. Maybe it's a little sooner. The transformation happens faster. And so that just allows me to see that I'm doing, this is what I'm supposed to be doing.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
It is your gift. It is your superpower. And you can definitely listen. Somebody sometimes they're gonna get microwave healing, and sometimes you're gonna have to get cooked in the oven.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Some of us can take a microwave healing, and maybe some situation might be a microwave. You're like, aha, because sometimes it's confirmation. Like a lot of times, especially you're a woman of God. So yes, you are, of course you're licensed and all of that stuff, but you've been qualified and called by God before anybody ever gave you a license. So that I know. So therefore, like a lot of times God will send people to you, right? Mm-hmm. That are coming to you. He'd already told them. Mm-hmm. He'd already told them. So when you come with it, it's like, you know what? Okay, that's it. Like, it's no way possible that she knew that. It's no way possible. I know they didn't teach her that at school. Okay? Mm-hmm. So that's, I feel that's what makes you different probably from other therapists, right? Mm-hmm. Is that you're called and you have a gift that is just so phenomenal, and just God has a real sweet aroma on you and a special anointing when it comes to this, your ministry of, moms and helping.
Yeah, thank you.
So he's going to continue to level you up and take you to those levels that you couldn't even imagine of going.
I receive that.
So speaking of moms.
Yes.
All right, so it's time to wrap. It's time to wrap up this show.
Yes. Hi, beautiful. And she like, look at my hair, girl.
Oh.
Yes, thank you. Hello, thank you for acknowledging me. Appreciate you. All right, sis.
All right, y'all. Well, it is bye time.
Yes, it is. Bye, everyone.
Bye, everybody. Love you, sis.
Love you too.
Bye, Legacy.
Bye, Legacy. All right, y'all take care now.
Y'all, we going out and riding out like the champions that we are. See you guys on Freestyle Friday.
Peace.
This is a beat, Addicts beat.
head up. Even though I know you're fed up in life, be throwing your punches, but you still gotta get up and fight. They low blows, but look, don't let it get you, cause God, he got a plan, but Satan be trying to get you. I know you feel you're seeking, but folk come to get you. Don't worry about the now, think of the bigger picture. Stay woke and stay focused, don't let little stuff get you. Don't be scared of the devil when you can square up with. I stand tall, don't fall, I'm a champion. I stand tall, I won't fall, I'm a champion. I stand tall, I won't fall, I'm a champion. Say I'm a champion, say I'm a champion. I stand tall, I won't fall, I'm a champion. Stand tall, don't fall, you're a champion. Stand tall, don't fall, you're a champion. Say I'm a champion, say I'm a champion. Yeah, I'm slipping, I'm falling, I can't get up. No, I was slipping, I was falling, but God caught me, bruh. And I done lived in them streets, and I done done enough. And I done lived life rough, the streets, they made me tough. But enough of the confessions of my past transgressions. I'm speaking all my truths, I done learned all my lessons. Just hoping to inspire through a musical message. I live my life just here in mere existence. So much didn't happen to me, sometimes life left me crippled. I'm strong cause I survived, and God ain't let it kill me. Thank God it didn't kill me, and now I'm on a mission just for abundant living. I fell in cause he with me. I stand tall, I won't fall, I'm a champion. I stand tall, I won't fall, I'm a champion. I stand tall, I won't fall, I'm a champion. Say I'm a champion, say I'm a champion. I stand tall, I won't fall, I'm a champion. Stand tall, don't fall, you're a champion. Stand tall, don't fall, you're a champion. Say I'm a champion, say I'm a champion. I'm a champion, champion, champion. I'm a champion, champion, champion. Said I'm a champion, champion, champion.
I am survivor. I stand tall, I won't fall. Cause I'm a champion. I stand tall, I won't fall. I'm a champion.
I'm a champion, I stand tall, I won't fall. I'm a champion.
I stand tall, I won't fall. I'm a champion.
I stand tall, I won't fall. I'm a champion.
I stand tall, I won't fall. I'm a champion. I stand tall, I won't fall. I am a champion. I stand tall, I will not fall. I am a champion.
I stand tall, won't fall, and I'm a champion.
I'm a survivor. I stand tall, I won't fall. I am a champion.
I'm a champion.
I'm a champion!
I'm a champion. Said I'm a champion, a champion.
I am a champion.
Oh, hey.
Did you hear all of that?